All right, this is our last activity for what is going on? Why can I not speak this morning? I just want to find the first thing I'm going to ask you to do. Okay, first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to write your name, obviously. This is a board game that we are quickly going to play for science. All right. You will not need to write anything down. This is just a verbal activity. That means you are only going to talk about it. Okay. I'm going to use a paper clip. You guys can use whatever you want as your little mover thingy. You can obviously play it with someone that's going to make it so much better. So if you have a brother or a sister or someone, or mommy or daddy or grandmother and grandfather, whoever wants to play it with you, ask them, do you want to play a game with me? And they can say yes or no. And maybe you can help them. If they don't know the answer, you can explain to them why that animal is that type of animal. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm quickly going to show you how this board game works. So, you are going to need a little... They give it a specific name. It's it's not a counter. It's like a place. Wait. Game piece. A game piece. Ooh, find yourself a game piece. That means this is my game piece. If brother or sister or somebody plays with, I would have used a different color paper clip and that will be theirs. But this is my game piece. Wait, let me get another one. But I want the yellow one. So I'm going to pretend like me and Phoebe, my cat, are playing this game. Okay, so pretend we are two people. I'm just going to show you how it works. All right. So this is for me. I'm the yellow one. Phoebe is the green one. Actually, we need to switch that around. Phoebe would always be the yellow one, and I will be the green one. Okay. So we are going to play this game, Phoebe and I. It says, name the type of animal. For example, mammal, fish, bird, amphibians, or reptiles. But Miss Carlondo and I included 2 more rules to the game that they didn't give on this piece of paper. So I'm going to explain those rules to you as I play. Now, to start, you will roll the dice. I'm going to show you a different method if you don't have a dice. So I'm rolling my dice, 6. And this is me, Miss Itzebit. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, where I landed, I will have to identify what type of animal is this. Now, I know that this is a moose. I know that it has fur on its body. I know that it gives live birth to its babies, feeds its babies milk, breathes oxygen, has lungs, it's a vertebrate, all those type of things. So I know this is a mammal. If I have it correct, I can stay where I am. If I had this wrong, I would have to move back 1 space. But I didn't get it wrong. I got it correct, so I'm staying there. If I could not answer the question, if I did not know what this animal was, I would also have to move back 1 space. But I know what it is, I got it correct, so I can stay. Now, Phoebe's turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I immediately know that this is a fish because it has fins. Well, we know it has gills, it lays eggs, cold-blooded, all those things. So I know this is a fish. Now, the rule with fish is if you land on a fish, you can move ahead 2 spaces. So Phoebe can automatically go 1, 2 because she landed on a fish. So she just got a very good roll because she landed on a fish, and as soon as you land on a fish, you can move ahead 2 spaces. Okay, so you have to listen to the rules while I play this game with myself. For this next round, I'm going to show you how to roll the dice if you don't have dice at home. I did this last week again, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to draw 6 little blocks. And I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wrote them in a weird way. Now I'm going to close my eyes, choose one, but I'm going to wait until I land on one specifically. Haha, 1. I landed on 1, so I can move ahead 1 space. Boop. I am Miss Itzebeth. I landed on this. Now, it's very important to note, this is a killer whale. I know it looks like a fish because of the fins and the things, but it's a killer whale. That's what they are called. It's a type of whale. It has a blowhole at the top so that it can go breathe above water because whales are mammals. For example, let's pretend me, Miss Itzebeth, I said, this is a fish. Then Phoebe would tell me, no, Miss Itzebeth, no. That is not a fish, that is a whale. So it is a mammal. So I got it incorrect. That means I go back 1 space. I stay exactly where I was because I got it incorrect. It's Phoebe's turn to roll. I would suggest you get a big paper and not use the same 6 blocks the whole time because otherwise you are going to know exactly where to land it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. No. Again, 1. What? Okay, so Phoebe rolled a 1. So she goes here. She says, haha, you already said this previously. That's a mammal. So she got it correct. Next round, Miss Itzebeth. Okay, you didn't see that, so I'm going to re-roll. 2. Okay, so I can move up 2. 1, 2. This type of animal has a beak. It has wings. It has feathers. I know this is a bird. I got that correct, so I can stay. Phoebe's turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. She identifies this as a fish. Now, what do we know about fish? If you land on a fish, you can go ahead 2 spaces. 1, 2. So she doesn't have to identify this mammal because she already identified that one. You don't have to if you get the bonus 2 spaces. You do not have to identify that animal because you already identified the previous one. So now it's Miss Itzebeth's turn. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on this. I know that this animal has fur on its body. I know it gives live birth. So I know it's a mammal. I named it correctly. Phoebe's turn. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She landed on this animal. I know it has claws. I know it has a beak. It has wings, feathers. This is a vulture, so it is a bird. So Phoebe can stay there because she got it correct. Me, Miss Itzebeth, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I, as Miss Itzebeth said, well, this animal looks like it has fur on its body, so I'm going to say this is a mammal. Phoebe would say, no, it's not a mammal. You got it incorrect, so I have to move back 1 space. Good. Phoebe goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She says this animal has fur. It has whiskers. I know that this is a type of mammal. Good, Miss Itzebeth. 1, 2. For example, if I said, okay, this animal has fins. This is a fish. Phoebe would say, no. That is a dolphin. Dolphins have blowholes. That means they are mammals. So I will have to go back 1 space. Phoebe's turn. 1, 2. She knows this animal has wings, feathers, claws, a beak. That's a bird. So she identified it correctly. If she could not come up with the answer at all, she could not tell me what this type of animal was, she would have to move back 1 space. Miss Itzebeth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm exactly where Phoebe is, but now I have to name what type of animal that is. I know that's a type of frog. I know it has slimy skin. It lives in water and on land. So I'm going to say that's an amphibian. Phoebe's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She says, okay, this animal has whiskers. It has fur. It gives live birth. This is a mammal. She got it correct. She can stay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know this animal has wings, feathers, a beak. That's a bird. Good. Phoebe rolls again. 1. And Phoebe wins. Now, the one that we did not get to that I actually wanted to show you This is kind of the bad luck animal in this game. If you were to roll, let's say a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you land on this crocodile. A crocodile has scaly skin, gives birth to eggs, whatever. We know it's a reptile. As soon as you land on a reptile, you have to move back 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So Phoebe would land there if she landed on the reptile. Any reptile, you will have to move back 3 spaces. So I'm just going to write it down for you. If you get the answer wrong, back 1 space. If you land on a fish, ahead 2 spaces, then you can move 2 spaces forward. And if you land on a reptile, back 3 spaces. All right. That is the game, and if you get it correct, you can stay. You don't go ahead, you just stay on the picture. Good. I hope you guys are going to enjoy playing this game. Get your brother or your sister or somebody to play it with you. It's really fun, and it's also very educational. If mommy or daddy doesn't understand why that is a mammal, you can explain to them. Tell them, listen, you know, moose have fur on their skin, and any animal that has fur or hair as the outer covering is a mammal. Just explain to them what you learned in class. That way you are sharing some of your knowledge. All right, enjoy this game. I'm so excited for you guys to play it. This was the last activity of the day. Your Monday is already finished. Only Tuesday and then midterm break, grade 2. Woohoo!